Forget the thistle. This really should be Scotland's national plant, Calluna vulgaris. Go out onto any moorland in Scotland at this time of year, late summer, early autumn, and the whole place has gone purple with this. Late summer at Glendoick, it's heather time. And when we're talking about heathers, we're really talking about, at this time of year, Calluna vulgaris, the ling, which covers our moorland. Now what's happened over the years is lots of people have gone out and selected all the different colour forms, doubles, singles, pinks, whites and so on. So you're not necessarily going to find all these colours on the Scottish moorland, but it means you get a more interesting display of the different colours in the garden. Now, if you're planting a heather garden, there are two big seasons for heathers. The winter one into the early spring, maybe you could say December, January to March, April, May. That's the ericas. These are the ericas here. There's just a few flowers left on them at this time of year. So they're the ones that you want to plant for your spring colour. You can also plant callunas with coloured foliage like these ones, because they look very beautiful in the spring as the new foliage is coming through. You get yellow foliage and you get reds and oranges and so on. But at this time of year, it's all about the Calluna vulgaris, the wild heathers, flowering their little heads off. Now, how many heathers do you need to plant to get a display? Well, let's assume that you want a big carpet with no room for the weeds. The Heather Society recommends that you plant 5 of these little heathers per square metre, more or less. And if you've got a really big area to cover, you want to plant 3 or 5 of the same variety to get a really big covering. If you've got a smaller area, just plant 1s and 2s. If you're impatient, you can go for the larger sizes. These ones cost about £4 each. And if you're really in a hurry and you want a big display quickly, you can buy them at this size for about £7 each. Either way, they'll do very well. They like well-drained acid soil in full sun, and the best thing that you can do with heathers is, as soon as they finish flowering, get a pair of shears and cut them back, and that keeps them really bushy and stops you getting little bare patches. The one other worth mentioning is another British native plant. This is called Daboecia. You can find it in parts of Ireland, and it has really quite big bells, and this is the one that flowers in the summer, between the spring season of heathers and the autumn season of heathers. The heather gardens can go a bit quiet. This is the one, the Daboecias with these bells. You can get them in purples and paler colours that will bridge the gap. My advice, if you want a really good display, is to plant a mixture of ericas and callunas and Daboecias, and then you'll get almost all year round colour. Very, very good plant for Scotland. They love our cool conditions, and you should get 12 months of interest.